Hi everyone, it's Catherine from Creation Miss Couture. So today in this episode, we will be overdying some skeins of yarn that were imperfect. So what created that imperfection was the resist created by the zip ties I use to work with my skein of yarns. So it created like white spots where it was supposed to be pink. So without further ado, let's get into the dye pan, in the dye pot in this case, and we shall see how it's going with that. So here you can see the difference between the true color on the left, what I'm holding, and the white patches that I'm talking about. And now we have in our pot, we have about 16 to 18 cups of tap water. I just turned on the heat to get this water started. And we will be adding a very, very small quantity of black dye to overdye the skeins that I just showed you. The reason we're just doing a little quantity, it's because it's easier to add more than to, well, once it's in, you can take it back, basically. So that's what we're doing here. So I'm adding, I've added about, I would say I did a 0.05% stock solution of black in this situation because I knew I didn't want to have too much. So we will be adding our skeins to overdye them. So hop in the pot. We will make sure that we add all of them. And what I'm noticing is that the black is actually going in much faster than what I was expecting in the first place. Like you can see, it's all pretty much already all gone into the skeins. So I'm going to have to add more dye to the pot because it's not going to create the effect I'm going for. See, it's pretty much all gone into the dye now. Into the skeins. And this is my cashmere sock base. So it's in a 70% merino, 20% cashmere, and 10% nylon. So now I'm removing my skeins of yarn to add the new stock solution I just did. So see, it's already completely done. In less than 3 minutes, it was all gone into the skeins, and I really wanted to create a more moody color, so I knew I needed to add more black in this situation. So back into the pot, we stir it together up and down, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I've mentioned it, so the main reason why we are moving the skeins around like this and removing the zip ties is because we want to make sure to open up all the skeins to make sure that the dye will be properly absorbed through all the little strands of yarn. And then we will be leaving this on the stove for about half an hour, and then we will come back and see how it's going. But before we do that, I'm going to be adding my acid, which I hadn't added yet, because I wanted to make sure that the dye would start to absorb in a slower manner. So there we go. Now that we had half an hour going, we can see that all the dye has been absorbed. We're very happy about it. We're going to be washing the skeins when it's cold, and we will see how it looks when it's dry. All right, so as you can see, we created this very lovely raspberry colors with very subtle gray areas here that I'm very loving so much. And I'm very tempted to keep it to myself, but it will be available on the website if you want to purchase it. So at the time of filming this video and at the time it is posted on YouTube, it will still be available. And thanks for watching, and I will see you very soon.